reflection of the water here. Little pan on Yala Road South. We don't really have a formal name for it, leadwood pan. There's some beautiful dead leadwoods by. All seems quiet. Ah, some more buffalo. Not only just more buffalo. My favorite buffalo, yeah. Just saw him there. Closer first. Up. You see, getting very long shadows here now. The sun has literally just dropped behind the horizon. We've still got that golden glow there, but this buffalo is already in the shadow. So it's got awesome facial markings. You sometimes get that sort of that the hair doesn't go below the eyes. What exactly the reason is for it, I'm not sure. It's normally buffalo that have got very hairy bodies, just sort of observed over time. This is one of those beautiful big buffalo, very, very healthy. It's not a disease or an illness that just gives them these very sort of dramatic markings, almost like a cheetah. What a fantastic view. Oxpeckers doing their thing, bugging him a bit at the ear. See them just cleaning away. So have a look at the guy lying down in the grass there to the right. You probably would recognize him. He was the first buffalo around here that actually got a name and that we started looking at as an individual. This is the judge. I dig this guy. I really like him. A couple of pictures of him as well. It's very, very dark, but let's see what we can do. Seems these guys have found their spot. This is where they want to relax for the evening. A couple of ones further back also flat down already. The judge. Always at this time of the evening, golden hour, you get beautiful bird sounds. That, in the background, that's, oh, look at that sunset color in the background. That sound I was trying to mimic is a pitmefro or a red-chested cuckoo. You can hear a graded bushshrike. Also, let's try and see, Alex. It may be a little difficult to see just in front of that buffalo on the road itself in the dust. Just see the wings moving there. Maybe it's hard to see for us, but some red-billed oxpeckers just having their dust bath. They've been cleaning and working these buffalo during the day probably, and now they're just giving themselves a little bit of a clean. Maybe too hard to see them this time around, but basically all they do is they just get those dust into the feathers. Helps to get rid of some parasites and also get rid of some of the old preening oil or grooming oil they sometimes have on the feathers. Quite like looking at details sometimes, even though we've seen this buffalo many times before. Just look at the smaller details on his horn there. Look at the ridges as he turns there for us. You can actually see how the horn must have broken quite some time ago even, but the details on the horn is interesting. That would be some out the way there. That would be some sort of internal bit of jostling going on for position. That one bull just maybe reminding the judge that he's a bit bigger. Very big buffalo. Let's just look at his shape. It's getting quite dark now, but just look at his shoulders. Even his legs seems like they're muscled. Very powerful animals, this, or these. The larkspecker's flying around. Last little bit of late afternoon, early evening settling down. Maybe they're going to move slightly, but I think they'll probably spend most of the nights around here, unless they get disturbed by predators, of course. But again, keep in mind, predators or lions are really the only ones that can bug buffalo. They would have to think a few times before they tackle a group like this. 5 or 6 bulls here, all of them physically peak condition. Not a force to be taken lightly. I think we're going to drive on a little bit more. We've just got this amazing sky. I mean, you'll see just now. Just look at that. There's not a lot of cloud on it, but just the subtle colors of it. Very beautiful. Let's enjoy the last few minutes of daylight out here, and then we'll get ready for the night drive. A group of Duggar boys, Nala Road South, close to the junction with Vulture's Nest.